All right, everyone. Today we're learning a detailed process using something called total physical response, or TPR for short. That means I'll say the directions out loud while showing you the moves, and you'll do the same actions with me. You'll learn the right words and steps by doing them, not just hearing or reading them. This helps your brain remember the process and the vocabulary because you connect the words to what your hands are doing. Our goal today is to go through the professional steps of detailing a car: washing, drying, using clay, polish, and then finally waxing. Using the right tools and movements, first I'll show you each step and say the command. You'll copy me, and then later I'll just give you the command and then you'll do it on your own. Let's get our tools ready. A wash mitt, a bucket with soap, a wheel brush, a chamois, that's what we use for drying the car, a clay bar for removing dirt and grease, and spray, microfiber towels, polish and pad, and last not least, wax. Put on your gloves and your safety glasses before we start. Safety is always first. Listen and follow along as we start. Let's rinse the hood from the top to bottom. I'll show you first and you can copy. Wash the hood using the mitt in straight lines, overlapping as you come down the panel. Rinse again. Then we will dry it off with the chamois using smooth overlapping passes. You will have to wring the chamois out as it accumulates water inside it, kind of like a wet sponge. Then we will use the clay bar on the now clean vehicle with some spray lubricant in short straight motions to remove any other contaminants on the panel. We will wipe clean with a microfiber towel, and then we will apply polish in small circles. You'll buff with a microfiber towel or a small buffer, then you will apply a thin coat of wax and buff again for the shine. See how each command has both an action and a tool. The idea is that your body learns the words through motion. Now we'll make it a little bit more fun with a quick game. This is going to be Simon Says, detail the car. When I say Simon Says, you will do the action. If I don't say Simon Says, you will freeze. Ready? Simon says, wash the fender. Simon says, dry the hood. Clay bar the door. Freeze. That was a nice catch. This helps you stay focused and ready to listen to each word and waiting for the command. Next, we'll do it in pairs. One person will say the command, and the other performs the actions. Then you will switch and repeat with your partner. When you give the commands, make sure to say both the tool and the part. For example, we will dry the hood with the chamois, or we will apply the polish to the door. Use the language just like we would in the shop. When I come around, I'll check your form and the words you're using. I might remind you to use straight lines, to flip your towel, to wring out your chamois, or to make sure you're washing the car top to bottom so that we get everything completely done. Or say the step out loud. When you finish, look over your section and say what you notice. The surface looks smooth, or no more water spots, or we missed a spot and maybe there's some dirt. Talking about what you see helps build your detailing vocabulary. Now we'll try a silent round. I'll only give voice commands, no more showing the motions, and you'll do the steps from memory. So if I say wash the panel, dry with the chamois, clay the surface, polish, wax, buff, you learn to follow professional directions without needing to see them anymore. And at the end, I'll ask you to explain the steps out loud in order. First, we wash the car. Next, we dry the car. Then we clay the car. Then we polish the car. And finally, we apply the wax. And this will show that you can both do the work and say the work exactly the way employees will expect you to in the workplace.